the internet, the place where you can find almost anything you like, from cute cats, brain rot, movies, small and stinky. Those are just a few things, really. Well, hello there. Also, a quick reminder that next week I'll be having a live stream debuting my new VTuber model. More info at the end. Something our parents didn't quite understand back then was how expansive the internet could be, and letting our innocent child go on there unsupervised. It's like throwing your child down into a dog pit with dogs ranging from cute, ugly, talented, dangerous, anime, smart, political, and it's literally an entire world in a digital space. Don't send your kids on here unsupervised. I'm looking at you kids who starts commenting with, "I'm 9 years old." Wait, are you okay? What are we talking about? But before all of that, let's rewind to the days when things were simpler on the internet. Act 1. 2005 to 2012. Early internet childhood days. Around this time is when I grew more of a conscious. I first discovered the internet when my parents put on these shows for me to watch, like anime, like Sailor Moon, and my favorite was watching Pokemon! And I proceeded to ask every kid in my school, "Do you like Pokemon?" Because I just wanted someone to talk to about Pokemon. I feel like I scared them all away though. I remember exactly how I first discovered YouTube as well. I was at a friend's house and she was showing me videos on YouTube, and I'm like, "What's a YouTube?" And that's when she started playing The Annoying Orange. I didn't really get into that show, but that's how I discovered other things on YouTube like anime, AMVs, Nightcore, and speed paints. I would play Pokemon on my DS and look up playthroughs whenever I got stuck because I get lost very easily even in games. I posted art on DeviantArt and OMG, it's so cringe! But that's exactly how I started posting some art online. I had so much fun creating characters and stories, especially with my friend Blade. She's my bestie. It was great, but I wasn't really supervised online. Thankfully, I didn't find anything that crazy on there, other than how I found sus things on DeviantArt, and that guy's like Anime Melons on YouTube. And I grew my dad when I was 11 years old. Act 2, 2012-2019. The dark side of the internet. This is the time when I first got my smartphone, and it changed how much I was online for better and for worse. Instagram, Snapchat, and even Vine grew in popularity, and everyone's becoming more connected and chronically online. I've had some good memories on the internet, but this is where I dove a bit too deep on here, as well as the kids at school who've seen the darker side and spread it around like wildfire. Back in middle school, I was just drawing in the auditorium and chatting with my friend Blade. Then the boys started cackling very loudly. Of course, I'm curious what the boys were laughing about, and I wanted to laugh too, so let me in on it. When I asked though, they started talking about how they found adult content online, and little me was like, "Huh?" And they proceed to show us real melons, and I'm like terrified, man. This is not how I want to spend my time on here. I would rather watch more speed fades, Pokemon, anime, animation memes, gaming YouTubers, storytime animators, and more. That's also how I got into my Nightcore, weeb, and kinda furry phase. It's just my friends like Warrior Cats, and even though I never read it, I made a cat character too, which you've seen before, my cat Startails. My friends and I used to draw our cat characters human-like, but that all changed when we dived a bit too deep online. I still enjoy seeing cute art of furries online and drawing it myself, but I'm good without the more graphic ones. Maybe I'll make a video about that. Even though I've had some wonderful interactions on the internet at this time with people from wonderful friendships and liking beautiful art, there is a darker side like cyberbullying, getting hacked, creepy Discord people, and getting sent to deep pic. I think most girls have been sent this at least once, whether we want it or not. Congratulations! You get the achievement for talking to creepy guys online. Well, I don't want to have this. Too bad! You're a girl online. It's bound to happen eventually, whether you like it or not. I've had better experiences other than that though, and this is when I seriously started taking art more as a career and posting my content online. Learning about art became a lot more accessible and easier to find online. I first started posting comics on Tapas, and I met a lot of wonderful creators on there and made comics with my best friend Blake. We basically grew as artists together more around this era. Around this time was when storytime animators became more popular, and eventually I was inspired to make my own content on YouTube as well. I wanted to try reaching out to more people despite having social anxiety. I wanted to use this as a way to share my story and gain the courage to talk to more people. And eventually, people actually started to support me. More than I could ever imagine. That's you guys. Act 3, 2019 to now. Internet, fame, and fear. This is when the internet became a part of my life more than ever, especially during COVID. Most people were forced to be chronically online in order to connect with the outside world. Even when I went to college, most of it was online and it was hard to connect with anyone. But around this time is also when I started to post more videos and thousands of people were starting to look at me and support my work on YouTube. And I'm truly thankful to all of you guys for supporting me so much. I really can't express how happy you've all made me. Eventually, I was able to overcome my social anxiety when I realized I wasn't alone. I read so many wonderful comments by you all sharing your own stories when I asked. I met so many different people online through YouTube and Discord and eventually met some in real life. My online life and my life in the real world were starting to merge, especially when I took YouTube more seriously, since I could actually make an income from it. I never thought this would actually happen to me. The internet, my channel, my art, everything's so exciting! But it's also scary at the same time. The internet is drastically growing and it's only getting faster. AI art started to rapidly become more popular and it scares me to know that people could just take your art and throw it into an algorithm and claim it as their own. People would also spend hours doom scrolling and binge watching endless amount of content until they're hopelessly addicted. The bigger I got, I couldn't tell if people truly wanted to be my friend or it was because I was a YouTuber. I try to separate my online life with my real life. I don't tell people I do YouTube in the beginning because I worry they'll be either freaked out or use me for clout, which has happened before. Eventually, most of my friends started to become online because it was hard to connect with people in real life. In my comments and DMs, I would get deeper questions about my personal life since I shared my stories online. It felt like because I was willing to share a part of my life, some people felt entitled to it more because I shared a part of it. I felt like because of the internet fame, I wasn't allowed to have my own privacy anymore. I even got my Instagram hacked, which was terrifying, but I ended up making a new one. As much as the online world helped me, it also hurt me in ways where I felt like I couldn't have my own private life. I didn't want to share too much about myself even when it was the truth, out of fear people could hurt me. I simply just want to create art and stories to connect with people and help those who are going through a tough time like I did. Started making shorts to let people know they're not alone because I felt like that at some point. And it makes me so happy I can help even one person know that. The internet can be terrifying, but in the end, we're all just people online trying to connect with others. We're social creatures drawn to social media because of the people on here. I've had more good things happen rather than bad ones. I was able to grow, and I hope I can keep growing to be a better person for myself and others in the future. Though I hope as I gain a bigger audience online, this doesn't mean I can't have my own privacy and set my own boundaries anymore. That being said, I'd like to answer one question that's been asked to me many times and not address it any further since I would like to move on from that part of my life. No, I am not in that relationship anymore, and we haven't for over a year. And I'd like to not go into more detail about it. There have been rumors about me being spread as well, and while I don't want to talk about those either, I would like to clarify I did not cheat on him. I know the truth, I know my story, and I would like to keep that part of my life separate from online. I'll share the stories I want to share with you all while connecting and laughing together, and I hope you guys can respect me, my boundaries, and my private life as much as I want you all to have your own privacy respected. If you watched for this long, thank you so much! You guys mean so much to me, and you've all made this to be such a wonderful community to be in. On a brighter note, I've got something exciting I'm working on. I'll be having a debut stream showing my new VTuber model I made, as well as you guys to have a chance to have your own inner monster drawn by me if you participated in the event. I hope to see you all there! I'll also be selling merch like keychains, stickers, and more for my VTuber debut. Be on the lookout! I can't wait to show you all! I'll put a link to my live stream and my Discord so you can join in the description below. What are your experiences like on the internet? Let me know in the comments! Only things you're comfortable with sharing and be mindful when replying to others. And I hope you guys can be mindful about my private life. I would really appreciate that so much. Hey guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. My VTuber debut will be on July 19th at 1 PM EST. Join my Discord server and submit your inner monster to have a chance to have them drawn on stream. And my new merch store will be open for pre-order the same day. I'm kinda nervous, but I'm super excited too. I hope you enjoyed the video. I look forward to seeing you all there.